that video about the James Cameron's 4K Blu-rays.
Okay, yeah, let's do that.
First, okay, so for context, okay, Nerrell, Nerrel is the guy's name. He's on YouTube. He made a video about the AI upscaling that was used in the Aliens and the True Lies 4K restorations. Now, I don't have any of the Blu-rays of James Cameron's stuff, so I don't have a lot of frame of reference, but from the video, and you watched it too, right? You said you watched it?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Like, do you have the Terminator 2 Blu-ray? Do you have any of his Blu-rays before these?
I have, I don't have like the 4K Terminator. I heard it's terrible. Did he come out with the 4K or is it the Blu-ray?
He has a 4K restoration of the Terminator 2. Terminator 2.
Yes, I didn't get that because I heard it's awful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like looking into it, and it's like, do not buy this. Just keep your regular Blu-ray. Like, all right.
Yeah.
But it's he's using AI, right, to clean up and remove grain.
Well, okay, so, but it's terrible. This guy's video points out, like, okay, so James Cameron's like an auteur, right? And he's like, oh, I meticulously scanned every frame of these scans to make sure this is optimal. And then it shows that scene from Aliens where Vasquez's mouth is like a butthole on the side of her face because AI can't distinguish from the shadows and everything else.
Oh, fuck.
And then it's like it's showing their eyes melting and stuff. And like, so the point is like it's a very cheap upscaling. And then he's trying to pass it off like it's really good and he had a hand in it. And it doesn't look good. And these may be the only versions of these movies that we get for a while. And
Well,
that sucks. So I just wondered what you thought about that.
Yeah, it sucks. I was kind of looking forward to having Aliens on 4K, but man, there was like one really terrible, very terrible Blu-ray release of Predator.
No,
And
yeah.
I don't know. I probably showed you the picture of
You did.
fucking Carl Weathers.
Bill some. Oh yeah.
And it was just a close-up of his face.
He has no
And
wrinkles.
He has no wrinkles. He has no pores. His mustache looks like it's airbrushed on.
Yeah.
I'm like, holy shit, that looks like Uncanny Valley dog shit. Like, yeah, it just seems like a very lazy, lazy way of restoring these classic movies. And I'm like looking at this article where it's like James Cameron, critics of Aliens 4K restoration need to move out of mom's basement. So yeah, it's really sad. Like, it's Aliens and True Lies specifically, right?
Yeah.
It just sucks. Like, I seen Titanic. It was released in 4K in the theater like this past December, I think. And we went to watch it. And I thought it looked incredible, but apparently it's these movies are going to be fucked, just like you can't get the original Star Wars trilogy like before the special edition. So I don't know. It's just
lost media.
I get sick of AI.
Well, you have you filmed this on film. Use AI upscaling like these old sitcoms that were filmed on videotape where they're like Three's Company and shit. That's where you should use AI, not on stuff where you have like perfect film negative copies of this, where you could just clean it up and make it look good. Plus, I mean, I'm still of the camp that you don't really need 4K. I think 1080p is still fine. Like, 4K looks better, obviously. There's also kind of like diminishing returns, and they're trying to make 8K now, and it's like, holy shit.
Well, 8K just seems ridiculous, but man, I'm just like, I kind of want to upgrade my Blu-ray player because incredible when you're watching like 4K movies. But yeah, it's like really disappointing, especially since Aliens is probably my second favorite movie of all time.
And like it's tied with me for like, I mean, like Aliens, Terminator 1 and Terminator 2 are like tied for me for like the same spot. I don't even know where I would rank them. They all share the same spot because goddamn, like Terminator 1, my mom introduced me to, and I was like, God damn. And then she all introduced me to Aliens. I was like, God damn, this movie fucking rules. And then I got to see Terminator 2 uptown here at the town theater. And I was like, holy fucking shit. God damn, this movie fucking rules. Like, it was just banger after banger after banger. And then you want to see those movies cleaned up, and I don't want them given the George Lucas special edition treatment. I don't want you to use AI. Film grain's okay. What's wrong with physical? It's okay. Like I don't understand why. When shit's too clean, it gives me a headache. Does that make sense? Tanya had a Blu-ray. My wife, she had a Blu-ray. And it was like the Blu-ray 4K edition. And she said, this is giving me a headache. I went in there and sat down, watched it for like 2 minutes. It was giving me a headache. And it was an animated movie, but it was like so clean. It was like cleaving my visual optics in two. Like it was like I don't know. That might be very hyperbolic, but that's how I felt. Like, it was hard to look at. And again, that was animated. But when I miss the film grain. Like you can clean some of the shit up. I watch reruns of Cheers. Cheers was filmed on film. It wasn't filmed on videotape. It was filmed on film. So when they cleaned it up, it looks fucking awesome. Like it's clean, but there's still a little bit of film grain in that. You still get that the texture. That's what the word is, the texture. And it's like James Cameron with this AI upscaling. He's trying to remove texture. It's like, yeah, they zoom in on Jamie Lee Curtis and her wrinkles keep like flickering and changing and shit. It's like, you know, what the hell? And then like the way the eye, like somebody back here's face will literally look like a fucking butthole with like some weird shit back here. It's so fun. Like it's
like that shitty AI art where they give people like 10 fingers and 8 toes and
God, yeah.
They all look kind of glossy and slimy. I hate AI art.
Yeah, and especially with a lot of scenes in like Aliens where there's steam and stuff. Like when there's a lot of that visual noise, it can't decipher that properly, so it fucks all that shit up too. Because it's not supposed to be fixed. It's like if I use like when people use an emulator and they put like the 2 times upscaling on it, and then it smooths out all the pixels, and then it just looks completely weird. It's like, that's not how this shit looked. There was scan lines. It's okay for there to still be artifacts from the past in there, because if you clean it up too much, you remove a part of that, and it just looks like shit.
Yeah, I agree. It's kind of sad. Hopefully there's going to be like a fan restoration, maybe. Because I remember watching like the old Star Wars despecialized editions that I downloaded on a torrent site, and they look really good. And hopefully there's another movement like that with fans of this stuff, that we can actually have 4K editions without it being like compromised by AI. That would be my hope.
I wish Topher Grace would release his edits of the Star Wars song.
Yeah,
I would love to see those.
I did watch. There's a couple of fan edits of like, you know, the Star Wars prequels into one movie based on his notes. So I guess it's like pretty close. Like basically, it's just the fight at the end of Phantom Menace and then just like some of the stuff with was it Genosha on like the beginning, and then like Genosha stuff in the very end of the Clone Wars, and then like half of it is just Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah.
So it was pretty good. It's pretty tight. I was trying to show Ashton the prequels without having to watch all the prequels, so it worked. And then there's also a fan edit of all 3 of the Hobbit movies into one movie too. I think I watched that, and I watched the first Hobbit movie and like gave up after that. I'm like, I'm not watching 3 of these fucking things. So, but yeah, always, you know, torrents, fan edits. That's where it needs to go. You can't depend on these fucking directors that lose their fucking minds over AI or.
It's just to like make money. I personally looked at every frame of this movie. There was no butthole on Vasquez's mouth.
Maybe Easter egg, butthole on Vasquez's mouth. Her eye droops down too a little bit.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell so you never miss an update. If you want to support the channel and get exclusive content, check out our Patreon in the link below.